The champ is here.
We will definitely not shut up and dribble.
The champ is here. I must be the greatest. The champ is here.
I'm going to continue to stand with the people.
The champ is here.
I will not lose.
I'm a bad man. I shook up the world.
Yes. And shout out to DJ CEO for that intro. He definitely hooked us up with that live. Welcome. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with we. I'm EJ, and I got my man.
MH.
He's got that press coverage back there. We're Black in Sports, all right? Giving the people a voice, all right? So we will not shut up and dribble, all right? We are here interviewing the best professionals in the game and in the boardroom, covering it all, laughing at it all, while performing the platform, all right? So tonight, I'd like to welcome our guests, okay? I'm going to call them the acronym, all right? Vegas Hype MVP, okay? I'm sitting in this chair right now, so guys, I feel blessed, okay? So this is a special event. He's allowed me to sit in his chair, okay?
Man.
We're talking a little bit about the MB3, all right? He is a UNLV rebel, right?
Mm-hmm.
We went in with that. Now, you don't need a GPS because he's going to give you the MAP. He's going to map it out for you, all right?
That's good.
Oh,
Man. I love that. I love it. Man, he make me feel, man, you make me sound like Mike when I come in, right? At guard, number 23.
Let's get it going. Hey, we going to get there. Yeah, so lucky number 13, man, with 10 years in the league. He's an NBA vet. He is a BAR as well. He's born and raised Las Vegas, local here. And it's Marcus Darling. We have another, put a hand clap for Arthur Lamarcus Banks III, a.k.a.
What's up with it?
What's up with it, man?
See, you said, you know why I like, yo, I'm going to tell you one thing. I like it
Talk
because
to
he
me.
brought me in with my government name.
With the
A
gov.
lot of people don't know my first name is Arthur
Absolutely.
Lamarcus Banks. Now, guys, look,
The
I'm
third.
gonna ask you a question.
Let's
Do
hear
I
it.
look
Okay.
like an Arthur yet? Not yet, right?
Nah.
So this is the thing. That's
Nah.
why everybody in the world
Let's go.
calls me Marcus Banks. Guys.
Marcus
All right, we gonna rock
Darling.
with
There it
that.
is.
Look
Hey,
at it.
well, here it is, man. We like to open up the show with this question, right? Shoot your shot moment, all right? So this is when you went for it all. No holds bar. He was like, yo, it's now or never. Give us a story about the time you shot your shot.
It just depends. What shot? Which one?
You tell us.
Pick one.
Yeah, pick one.
Man,
Well, you went for it. Let's go.
you know what, man? I think I've been going all for it my entire life. You know, I haven't never, left nothing on the table. For me, man, it's all about, the will to win.
Ooh.
You understand? And not taking no for an answer. So, if you look at, my life, my career, where it's going and, the path it's going down is the not taking no for an answer. A lot of people told me, I was too short to make it to the NBA. I'm from Las Vegas. We don't produce NBA guys from Las Vegas, right? That's what they say, or
That's what they
athletes
say.
rather.
Right.
Or athletes rather,
Right.
right? So like just building on that, man, having that fuel, growing up, it made me stay in the lab. You know what I mean? And that's what you're talking about, where I created that map. And like I said, guys, the map, that's my map. It works for me.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I might can throw in a couple nuggets to, make sure you can, see what you can see and get where you need to be.
I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So what started your connection with sports? Your love?
My father, man, my dad is a pioneer of the game when it comes to that.
Nice.
He got drafted AAA to the Dodgers and stuff like that. So we
Okay.
started off, playing football and baseball first.
Okay.
And basketball was kind of, like the sport that kind of sprung on us because, basketball's year round.
Yeah.
Football, you got a season and
Yep.
baseball at a certain time, but basketball is one of those sports that you can play, year round.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's really, really easy, like I said. And I chose basketball because, I can go get a pickup game or anywhere. You
Anywhere.
can't go and
Right.
get a
That's been
pickup
my-
football game, right?
That's been my argument.
Yeah.
Yes.
So a lot of the kids are leaning towards basketball because it's what's out there in the front of them.
Right.
So, yeah.
And we talked about that even with the first show with Bojo. Like, talk about soccer. Any of those group sports, you can't just like go out and be like, yo, let's go run a
go.
game by myself.
But you can hoop
You can hoop.
a lot of places.
And you can
Yeah,
just work on
everywhere.
that shot.
Yeah.
Everywhere you can play basketball with one other person. You can
One-on-one.
play basketball with yourself. You can challenge yourself.
Yeah.
Of course, you can do it in all other sports, but basketball is probably one of the sports that you can get better by yourself.
When was that transition to full time? Kind of was it full time basketball, or you always played like even in high school you played other sports? Or?
No, I always play. I played everything. Like I said, basketball, football, baseball. I grew up, of course, on the west side, Northtown. Wherever they had a league at, wherever it was a basketball court, a field. We out there in the field playing Kill the Man.
Yeah.
Like I know y'all remember that 3 flies up.
Yeah.
Like come on, man. Well, look, we all was raised, playing the same sports, the same thing. So at the end of the day, for me, I don't even know when the switch even turned on to where I understood. Like, wait a minute, I might can do something with this. And
right.
Like I said, man, my dad rolled the ball out there, and I chose one or two of them.
Yep.
And then look, it got me here. So I appreciate the love, pops.
And it helped with all your sports.
Absolutely.
Playing ball, football helped with
Absolutely.
playing basketball.
See, basketball helped, completely with the discipline.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get no strife from this, but I feel that everyone can be a football player, play sports like that. But basketball takes a little bit more skill. You got to put the ball on the floor. You got to be able to use both hands. You know what I mean? Football is a speed and
you
stronger than the next guy.
tough.
We got the
You
will.
got that yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of a different sport. So for
I'm
me,
gonna let that ride a little bit. I don't
no,
know.
I mean, but look,
It's
I
been
got
an
a Scotty to
argument.
play both.
It's
But
no,
I'm just
no,
telling you,
it's
it's
an
different.
argument.
It's an argument.
It's a big. Of course, a football guy would be like,
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I put it to you like this. I'll tell you this.
Okay.
Tell a football guy to pick up a basketball and be just as good as basketball that it is in football.
But see, I always say, because I like DBs. I play DB.
And I play DB.
Right.
Okay.
So I used to say, if a DB can't hoop, if he doesn't look like, not saying he got to beat you, but I'm saying if he doesn't look like remotely
You
comfortable, then he don't need to be playing DB.
I was watching my little family the other day.
Okay.
Right. We had a all-star game here at Faith. And of course, Brandon Marshall, all these guys.
Yeah.
Zay, guys know Zay from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Zay is so athletic, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you understand when it comes to basketball, you look clumsy.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand? Because it's just a different motor skills that
It
you
is.
have to, use. Like
sure.
I said, football, everyone knows how to throw a football, right?
Yeah. Hear that.
Everyone knows how to catch a football, right? But who can dribble the ball through their legs, behind it, back, around it, and do all that? You can't pick it up overnight, is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm with
If you're fast, if you have speed,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna put you right now on the special teams right now, and you can make $1 million.
Facts.
There's no one in the NBA
Facts.
that was not
Facts.
the best player on their team.
No,
I agree.
give you
All right, that's
that.
why it's only 300 of these guys.
I give you
I
that.
agree.
Okay.
'Cause there are
We can-
conversions.
we can
Because
agree there.
They do that for football, right? Like, hey,
can
you can
agree
catch
there.
this rock. Let's make you a tight end. You ain't got to really block
No,
nobody.
but it's different though. You got to have that size though. The difference is, like I said,
Well-
you can't be 300. A lineman can't play basketball.
But what I'm saying is that's why I say I'm agreeing with you on that.
Okay.
Because Antonio Gates was a basketball player,
Right.
and it came out.
Played
There's
football.
Those
and he
guys
played
are called
football.
athletes.
Right, 100%.
That's it's definitely a different. Like I said, I feel just in how I feel.
Let's
Yeah.
get it.
I don't want you to jump down my. I see you swelling up on your chest and all that. Take a load off.
Okay,
Just
I'm gonna have a little
understand
sip here really quick.
that I'm not making you choose sides. Okay. The only thing I'm saying is, as a basketball player right now,
right now.
if you tell me, Marcus, we're gonna have a football game outside,
Mhm.
we need you. This is the thing. I'm ready to go now. You don't have to teach me nothing.
Facts.
You don't have to teach me nothing. Now, the difference
agree
is
with
if we
that.
were to go to, we got a basketball game.
Okay.
If I was to tell you to lace up,
Mm-hmm.
be ready to go,
Mm-hmm.
can you help the team out any?
I got 5.
5, 6.
Five,
I'm
boy.
using all the fouls.
All day.
Somebody.
These guys are
you-
something else. Man, where you get these guys from,
Hey,
man?
you're not coming down to that hole.
Oh,
somebody-
okay,
somebody
so
has
guess
some
what?
bruises.
Remember, but the difference is
Yeah.
you only get 5 of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not football where you can actually every single play and you get a breather.
Okay.
The difference is so y'all know where to put the pressure on you.
100%. I get you.
Football, you play for 5 to 6 seconds and then you're done. You get a breather, a minute in between, 45 seconds. Basketball, guess what? You don't know when that rest coming. That
That's
breather.
true.
You
So-
sup.
So that's why it's not for everybody.
For sure. Oh, I love it. Man.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, you said played all sports, man. You
Yeah.
came up at Cimarron High School.
Yeah.
And the time you were there,
Yeah, we was the best in the whole wide world.
there you
Everything.
go. In every sport.
Everything.
Yeah, we were,
Every
man.
sport.
Everything.
Yeah, basketball, football, baseball, softball, soccer.
Yeah.
Volleyball we won state in that year. Girls basketball we won state in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was unreal almost to be a part of a 5 championship sport. We was trying to get one more. I think the last was like,
Jeez.
I mean, we won a track
Uh-huh.
and things like it was just We didn't know what to
Even
do.
the stoners across the street were the best
They
stoners
were the
in
best.
Vegas.
When I tell you, they're them guys going across the
Right across the street to smoke. They can't do it now because they got the park there.
But that's because you guys know that's because Cimarron was a brand new school.
Yeah.
It was kind of
it was where you want to go.
You know when the fresh schools come out,
come on.
guys like, oh my God, I want to go to the new school.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. And they shipped everybody off from Northtown to West Side, so they got all the athletes up at Cimarron, Durango, all those schools up that way because they were shipping, majority of the kids from the West Side.
West Side.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So then you left there, and there was UNLV's kind of like your claim to fame, but you show a lot of love to is it Dixion?
Dixie State.
Dixie State, yeah.
Yeah. Where's all that love come from, man?
See, for the people that don't know me, Dixie was the first place that gave me life. And when I say gave me life, look,
okay.
you ready?
Life.
You ready? All right.
You ready?
So this is the thing, guys. Look, check it out. I told these guys that.
In Utah.
Listen, this is how it went. So, growing up here in Vegas, man, I pretty much flunked out of school all the way to my senior year. I played 1 year in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my senior year. That's where I get all of this from, that senior year in high school. So this is the thing. I flunked out every year. So my junior year, I had I played JV, okay? And my JV coach, which was, Tommy Perello, he was like, man, look, we got to get you on this floor. At the end of the day, this is a talent that's being wasted.
Right.
Like literally to the point where I didn't even have to try out for the team because everybody was like, we know Marcus is going to make it. So I missed the team. They cut me or whatever. They let me get to the very, very last cut. And, I didn't understand at the time what they meant when they were like, yo, you need a 2.0 in order to play basketball or play any kind of sports.
Right.
So, of course, I've never done a homework assignment with my parents at all whatsoever.
Okay.
No, and it's nothing bad because my mother and father had jobs. And their job was to make sure we had clothes and food on the table. So homework was like, you know what I mean? So I had to figure it out.
Right.
So what gave me the opportunity, man, I went to summer school. I took 3 or 4 classes or whatnot, and I got A's in all the classes. So I finished the school year with a 1.9. And imagine getting 4 A's in summer school. That boosted me up to almost a 3.0, 3.1. So now,
Victoria, right
there you go. So that's how fast. That's how fast. You know what I mean? Like your situation can be turned around.
Right.
And man, when I got there, it was the toughest thing because the way Cimarron worked, you got to play coming up through freshman, sophomore, then junior, then become a varsity
because of so much talent.
Not even that, because Coach Girardi.
Oh, that's how he
was just a hard-nosed coach.
There you go.
And it wasn't like we didn't take any like hot dogging and all that kind of stuff like that. Like it was really, really hard-nosed, and he really, really made guys, do their thing.
Okay.
And work for it.
Okay.
So that was the first whiff I got of hard work and all that kind of stuff. So I got that mean streak from, Cimarron.
Okay.
Coach Girardi. I played the way he coached. So if anybody know Coach Girardi, he's one of the meanest coaches in the world. But you get him outside the court, man, he's one of the nicest guys ever. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's Italian. I love you. You know how they do all the kisses.
Yeah.
So he's one of those guys. So at the end of the day, man, he gave me my first opportunity. Getting to Dixie. They was the only school that was recruiting me. So I had no choice but to go there.
Because of the GPA or
because of the GPA over
crap.
So everyone was scared, right? At the time I didn't know how to apply myself. Right. So I take my own fade. Now, they gave me the opportunity, gave me a full ride scholarship.
Damn, okay.
Granted, I graduated high school, I qualified, I could have prop 48, I could have red shirt, but if you guys think about it, Mark Dickel was here starting the point guard spot. It was his second year. Remember, I did 2 years at Dixie for the people that don't know.
Right.
So this is the thing. Freshman year, came out, I sparked the whole world. Defensive player of the year, newcomer, freshman, da-da-da-da. So now it's like, wait a minute, who is this kid?
Yes.
So right after my freshman year, we had a guard with us named Maurice Baker. So NBA scouts was actually looking at him. They were coming to look at him.
Okay.
So they got a whiff of what was going on.
94 feet?
From the kid from Vegas, 94 feet. Guess what? Not taking no for an answer.
Yep.
If they here to see you, I got to make sure
they're going to see me.
They remember
they gonna
me.
see me. So this is the thing. When I came, he was the point guard. They moved him to the 2.
Off
See
the
what I'm
ball.
saying? Off the ball. So now I control the whole
The whole
situation.
flow, absolutely.
I'm still giving him love because I'm not a selfish guy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But we both was eating.
Mm-hmm.
So this is his sophomore season. It's time to go. He went on to Oklahoma.
Okay.
So it's my turn. So now they're talking about, wait a minute. Don't do another year. You can go second round. So that was the conversation.
Right from Dixie.
Right from Dixie.
Oh, wow.
Because
okay.
they think about it. I was only 18, 19.
And
That's
this-
when
this
they
is
were doing the
one and done still.
one and done.
Or no, that was just straight to the league still, right?
Yeah, you
Or-
could do a one and done,
done.
because remember, I came out with LeBron. He came from high school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
so this wasn't even
Oh,
talking
picked up
like
on
they
that.
were just like, yo, like you would be a good, second round. This is where we looking. So
Right.
I'm like, wait a minute, they're talking about me going to the NBA. I'm the first person in my family to even go to college.
Right.
And I didn't even get the so wait a minute. So
Wait a
now this
minute.
is when the switch,
It's
kind of woke me
yeah.
up. Like,
Okay.
you can probably be different.
Mhm.
So I was like, man, okay, cool. Put in the work. Came back my second year. I wasn't even going to play because this NBA talk had me like,
It was in
man,
my
I'm
head.
not wasting
It
nothing.
was in my head.
I'm
Yeah.
going, right? But remember, the
100%.
era, guys, that we grew up in,
Mm-hmm.
guys wanted to play. They wanted to show that they was, you know
It's
what I mean? That
different,
was
yeah.
that was the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I ended up playing my sophomore year. So it was time for me to sign. Now, after my sophomore year, I was the best point guard in the whole entire West Coast. I got the John Wooden Award, this, that. We won the championship and this and that. Like,
Okay.
my jersey got retired.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
At
talking
Dixie.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I said, this place up here, an hour and a half away, was the place that gave me my
you life.
first life.
Man, that's big time.
So they gave me the
Damn.
spark, and they're the only reason why I even ended up at UNLV.
yeah.
First and foremost, I'm gonna put it to you guys like this:
Oh, that's.
I
dope.
never, ever wanted to be here and
At-
go to
at-
UNLV. I'm just like every
yeah.
other kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it, and
I'm
it's
trying to
not
get out.
because of I didn't like UNLV or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
that we're here, we see UNLV,
Mhm.
but we look at it like, well, damn, like what about Duke and North Carolina and
Yeah.
UCLA?
Yes.
So this is the thing. I wanted that.
Mhm.
Rather, I wanted the letters. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I went up there and I busted my butt my second year.
Mhm.
Every school in the country,
They was
right?
knocking
So
on
now it's the pick of the litter for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, you know what? Thanks, guys, but no thanks. I'm going back home because I already looked at it like
You already made up your mind on that?
this is the thing, bro. I made up my mind like my family needs to come and see me. Like you got to think.
That's big time.
Us growing up, bro, our families never even really
good.
traveled
Yes.
Mhm.
before.
Mhm.
So imagine me leaving home and my family is everyone on the west side, everyone down, north town, down. My
Right.
family is all over Vegas.
Mhm.
So I would look at it like, let me give them a chance to see me play
See
because you
you.
got to think I already left
Yeah.
and missed 2 years.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me come back home
Dope.
and put on the show, for the home people and
That
try to
is
get
dope,
these kids to
man.
come back home. So if you guys ever wanted to know
That's
why all this stuff, like the academy, this and that,
Yeah.
it's time, man. I want these kids to stay home. Could you guys
Yo.
imagine if we got at least 4 of the good kids, the top kids from Vegas,
I know.
right?
yeah.
Just
That's for real.
give me 4 at the top, right? Just
Mhm.
4 top.
That's it.
And then you guys go out there and recruit the big man and all that stuff that you're doing
To put the puzzle together.
to put the puzzle. And this is the thing. I don't want guys that's thinking one and done. It's none of those guys at UNLV are nowhere close.
Right.
So this is the thing. We want blue collar workers.
Get
That's
in
what
there.
I consider myself. You just said 94 feet, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that's the hardest working person that I know on the team.
Mm.
That means
By
you don't get a
far.
breather. How can you score a basket and be right there at the takeout out of bounds line? Like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm ready to play
Let's go.
defense.
Yeah.
So we
Woo.
need 5 of those guys.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes,
I don't mean
please.
to jump in on your show.
Yeah, you
A
do.
lot of the former players are saying it's UNLV's fault,
Mhm.
the AD and everyone there,
Uh-huh.
why players from Vegas aren't going to UNLV right now.
Right.
I know Moses Scurry a couple weeks ago had a big rant on Facebook about that.
Right.
Larry Johnson's talked about it over and over again.
Mhm.
Greg Anthony doesn't really come around much.
No
I
one
haven't
comes
seen him in a long
around.
time.
No
So
one comes
no
around.
one comes around. You're the only former player I've
Mhm.
seen in the last 5 years
Mhm.
that's actually there. I think Reggie Theus might have
How about
been
even
there.
talk about UNLV? How
Right.
many
Exactly.
ex-players
No, for sure.
how many
Exactly.
guys have you even heard talk about UNLV the way I talk about UNLV?
Well, they talk
No.
bad about it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the
None.
thing, guys. That's the reason why I'm doing everything I'm doing.
Mhm.
Okay. The disconnect is, and I'll tell you what a disconnect. I never wanted to be disconnected.
Mhm.
I stayed here because we need to bridge that
Right.
gap, right? The disconnect is the alumni. It's not enough stuff going on. It's not enough things getting these guys back here in town. Like, think about it. None of these guys are from Las Vegas.
Right.
Like, where's Larry Johnson from? Texas, right?
Yeah, he's Texas.
Okay, so
yeah.
at the end of the day, yeah, he might be living here now, but how many times have you seen him at a UNLV game? How many times have you seen them roll the carpet out to those 5 starters? Because do you understand those guys are supposed to be legends, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so watch this.
They are.
So let me ask you guys something.
Gee.
Well, if you got 5 legends, right, and this was the team that beat Duke and
Duke,
you know
and
all this,
the-
like I'm talking
the
about
running rebels.
better than the Fab Five and all this.
Yes.
Do you guys know what a dog and pony show is?
Yeah.
Let those guys
Do that.
be the dog and pony show. Give them a position somewhere in the, I don't care where in the
Doesn't
school.
matter.
Do you understand? Like, just have them one time a year come and shake hands. The reunion of I haven't even had a 20-year reunion. It's 2020.
Wow.
I came out of school in 03. So that means I got there in 01.
One.
Yeah.
That's 20 years,
You did 2
guys.
years, yeah,
And guess
01.
what? I've only been invited back to a basketball game. So at the end of the day, what I want to know, what is Kentucky doing to get Rondo and all those guys to keep coming back and having alumni? I haven't even played in one alumni game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me ask you something. Look at my class that I came out with. Me, Delron, Demetrius, Hunter, all those guys.
Yep.
Yep, those guys are here.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you, why
Right.
haven't you put together an alumni game? I'll get it together.
Right.
Put together an alumni game and let us play against the young guys who just came out.
Just came out.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? And maybe add another guy or whatever. Let an old school coach that coached at UNLV.
Yeah.
Or
This
an
is-
old school player that want to coach because
There you-
Ogman has been trying to get on and help put Ogman, let him coach.
100%.
Because I see him and I'm just like, man, that's a shame, man.
That is.
This is the thing. They should have gave
Right there.
they should have gave Stace that job.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's
They
dog,
did.
man.
Yes.
And I'm talking
sir.
and I'm sorry, and I know I'll probably get flack for this, but at the end of the day, listen, I don't play for UNLV anymore.
Right.
And UNLV is not paying bills for me. This is the thing. Before Coach Rice,
Mm-hmm.
you should have gave that job to Stacy Ogman.
Stacy.
And even after Coach Rice, Stacy Ogman. Have you guys understood
Yeah,
the
2
reason why
times.
all these programs, the Dukes, the this, the that, these guys are successful because they keep their guys
They
in
bring
their
their own.
program.
Yep.
You guys know I live here?
100%.
You guys know how long I've been retired?
You know.
Right? I'm talking about from the
Oh,
NBA,
okay.
2013-14, right?
But yeah, absolutely.
2013-14. Well,
You-
I haven't got one
You got time.
phone call
Somebody can
like, hey,
pick you up.
Marcus, come down to UNLV. We want to sit down and talk to you about maybe just be the water boy on the staff.
Help
Guess
our
what?
guard. Help our guard.
No, not even that. I'll be the best water boy. You know why? Because I'm the only person that been there.
Mm.
No, that been there. So
Yeah.
you know what? You got point guards on your team, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you just give me
Yeah.
player personnel?
Yeah.
Let me just let Marcus work with my point guards.
Yeah.
Done.
Do you understand the
guards.
mud I was sending them through? Do you
Ooh.
understand their mentality? They got no choice but to pick up my mentality.
100%. The
So
dog.
so watch this.
Ooh.
Well, I'm begging you guys, UNLV, please.
There it
You
is.
understand? I'm on camera.
There it
Please.
is.
I would love to come back home.
All right,
No,
Marcus.
but like, yeah, man, we just need to get this city back cracking, man, and get these guys back over there, get this love, because look, the Raiders are coming.
Yes,
You understand? The Golden Knights are still the Golden Knights.
they
Yeah.
are.
All right, so the UNLV football team will be playing in the Raiders
stadium.
building. Guess
Yep.
what? That building will be filled up just for the fact because the stadium is brand new.
Yes.
Right.
Right? Now watch this. Well, y'all know we can't even fill the lower bowl at UNLV.
Yeah.
Not at all.
For at the time of St. Matt game.
No, it's dying.
Imagine this.
It's
Well, we
dying.
need the fans, right?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Was the game packed the other night when they lost to Boise?
Nah.
Okay, so this is the thing. Then you wonder why. The sixth man is the most important player on the team. Guess what? You see right now they were talking about in the NBA having no fans in the gym.
Yeah.
I played in that kind of situation.
Oh,
It
that's
was the
terrible
worst
for a player.
Terrible.
thing.
Oh, my
And I'm
God.
gonna even get to how I played in Greece. We playing against Olympiacos
Okay.
in tournament in playoffs. Our fans got in a fight. They fight a lot over there, right?
Yeah.
So you got to think this is 25,000. Our arena held 25,000 fans.
Oh, boy. Okay.
They let not a soul come in the gym. The only people that can come in is the media.
The staff.
No. Your family. So you got to think. I had my girlfriend,
Yeah.
you understand, and my son. So I got 3 people at the game.
It's your fan base right
No,
there.
no, look. And when I tell you, it was just like, yo, you can hear the ball bounce. You can hear. I heard a guy sneeze. And he was like,
He's like Gazoo tight nigga.
bless you. Look, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And I think in that game I had maybe 28 or something like. but it just felt like
That's
practice.
right.
Yeah, it's not the same.
You know what I mean? Like, bro,
You
look,
going off.
look, guys, Vegas, Las Vegas. We need you guys. We
I
need
love
your
it.
help. We need you guys, man.
Come
Look,
on,
we
UNLV.
gonna
Come
show
on,
you
let's
some
get it
love, man.
done.
Look, these guys gonna show you some love. Just show them the support, and I promise they'll run and jump and dunk and do everything you guys want them to do.
There it
Promise.
is.
Come on, UNLV.
There it
Let's
is.
do it. Come on, Rebels. Let's get it.
Go.
All right, man. You touched on 03 draft.
Yeah,
Some say it's like the best draft class
Yeah,
in NBA history.
for sure.
Yeah.
for sure.
Describe that feeling. The 13 pick.
I mean,
Describe that feeling.
man, I worked out for two teams.
Okay.
It was the Lakers and
the
it was
Celtics.
Boston.
Ah,
That was the only two teams I ever worked out for. The Lakers picked at 25, so I knew I wasn't going to them.
right.
That's right.
So that means me and my entire family knew I was getting drafted to Boston. I was going to
That's
Boston.
great. Danny Ainge wanted you, boy.
This is the thing. It was so, you guys know I didn't go to the draft, right? Because I couldn't. It was planned. Like, they told me not to go to the draft. Do you understand?
Oh,
if I'd have been
yes,
sitting in the
yes.
green room,
Same thing when you was in college, right?
There you
If they'd
go.
be Like, who's that dude?
yeah, if I'd have been, just imagine me going and sitting in the green room. I'm in my suit, sitting there. They like, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Who is this guy?
Right. Hey,
Now,
everybody
granted,
be
no,
like this,
look,
everybody like,
granted,
oh, shit.
granted, I did my thing in college. They knew who
No,
I
yeah,
was,
yeah,
right?
yeah, right.
But I'm still talking like I wasn't projected to go lottery. So at the end of the day, if you got a guy that's in the green room,
Somebody gonna be like, man,
somebody's like, no. But what it does is it gives the other teams cold feet. So that's why imagine this: if you're sitting in the green room,
right?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, is this something that I don't know?
All right.
So now you got to think Boston had to move up to even draft me.
To get
Right.
you, yep. Because what were they?
I
were
didn't
at
even.
18,
Guess what?
16,
You guys
17?
know I didn't even get drafted to Boston.
Yeah, you
Grizzlies,
got-
right?
To Memphis.
Yeah.
They traded me
Traded.
to Boston.
You already
So-
knew that was going down.
So guess what? I got caught up in the business before I even played my
Yeah,
first
yeah.
basketball game,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
You understand? Like it's
100%.
depth. Like when I tell you it's 110% business, and they roll the ball out there, be like, dunk that, shoot the J from the corner.
Wow.
That's the 5% that you get of a hoop. It's just what it is.
I saw a stat rookie year. 7 steals. Do you remember
Mhm.
that game?
Yeah, it was in Golden State,
Golden State?
and you see, I ain't even got that in
no,
front of me.
You see that?
No, because you know I'm a student of the game, guys.
I feel it.
Like literally, like I really became a student of the game.
Well, see,
And-
you kind of touched on that too,
Mhm.
man. You're just saying like the way the game was played.
Mhm.
You know, you guys love the game.
No, they loved the game back then.
Back
they
then with
they
the-
would die for the game
for the
back then.
game.
81, 82
Yeah.
games. They
Yeah.
played it.
Games,
Yeah.
we playing it.
Think about it.
No
Mike
load
and all that,
management.
It's no such thing. You just
Right.
want to play every second of it. When your time is up, your time is up, right?
Right.
That's how the old school guys did it.
Right.
You see these guys, they lingering around. Like, how they getting all these years,
All
man?
right.
Man, call me. I'm here. NBA now.
Right. Not even these years and contracts too, man.
No,
Hey.
look. These guys, no way possible.
Contracts. Too.
I was talking to my pops the other day. I was like, bro, there's no way these guys can go broke. They signing for 119 for 3 years. It's like, what are you getting from this kid in three
right.
years? Is he
Yeah.
doing anything for
Right.
the organization
Right.
where you can be paying him? But guess what? It's the TV deals now.
Yeah.
So the money's different. The grind is different. Kids don't even have to work that hard. They're drafting you off your upside
Uh-huh.
and
That's-
what you could be. And guess what? We're cool
Yeah.
if he's not that.
Because we got it.
Yeah, that's what we
got that.
do.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
But that's funny, man, because you came in the league when it was like a man's league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you had to earn every
came
dollar.
You came in at
Yep.
22. There was grown men. You know,
Mhm.
now it's like, you're 22. You a third, fourth year vet. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And the rest of the guys come in are 18
Mhm.
and 19. So it's completely different leagues.
I was
man.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just turned 21.
But even now, if you were
Uh-huh.
21, that's like a third year vet in today's game.
But now, but
it's
if
one
you
and done,
notice,
right?
And
now
the whole
watch
roster
this.
is like
this
that.
is this is what they're doing in the league now. If you notice, you look at a roster now, you probably couldn't even tell me if I ask you for 4 rosters, you couldn't give me every single person on the roster.
Facts. That's
Okay,
not
back then,
I try.
you can give me. No, you can do it. Back then,
I can
you
give
can give me everybody in 2000, 2001, 2003.
Yeah.
You can give me everybody on the roster.
Give me the Knicks.
Give me the Knicks right now.
Okay, let's go.
There you go. Next
no, no,
question.
hold on,
Next
hold on,
question.
hold on.
It took you too long because you got to start off with Kevin Knox. Then you got to go down to
Frank
like,
Ntilikina.
no,
Yeah.
look-
RJ Barrett. Taj
Okay.
Gibson.
3, 4,
Julius Randle.
5,
Mitchell Robinson.
6.
Am I 6 now? Alonzo Trier.
You heard me. Yeah, you 6 now.
6.
Yeah.
Alonzo Trier.
Okay,
Did I just
7.
the stutter?
7. Look, he already
Hold
paused.
on, my man from Houston. God, dog,
hey,
my
I
guy
don't
from
do
Houston.
men
You know my
from
man.
Houston.
And
my-
listen, he's a Knicks fan.
And
Wait,
you don't even
Ellington.
know
I'm gonna get there.
And he's a Knicks fan.
8. And that's crazy. That the fact that this has been your team,
team.
and you couldn't even tell me all. You know,
Well,
it's
that's the Knicks, though.
16
That's the
spots.
Knicks, though.
No, it don't matter. Give me the Lakers right now.
Go.
AD, LeBron. Avery
that-
Bradley.
Okay, cool.
OD, Avery Bradley.
Cool.
JaVale McGee.
Cool.
Dwight Howard.
Okay.
The Morris twin, one of them.
Okay, cool. The one of them. Exactly. But that's my point. You got to know who you're talking about. You know
guy
that's
from
Keith,
Houston.
right? But go ahead.
That's
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Rondo.
Cool. That's 7.
That's
It's
I'm
16
at
on the
8.
roster.
That's the rotation though.
Cool. I'm gonna give you 8. Cool. Go ahead.
Caruso, my man Caruso.
Ooh. Okay. All right. That's 9.
You're
Let's
missing
do
the
it.
starter still.
You still-
I'm missing the starter.
Yeah.
I'm listening to Caldwell Pope,
Okay.
Not a starter.
Kuzma.
Nope.
Not a starter.
Not a starter. And you already said Kuz.
I didn't say Kuz.
Okay, I was just joking. Go ahead.
What starter am I missing?
Danny Green.
Oh, Danny Green. Yeah.
Okay, but that's
Okay.
9
but I
guys
get you.
though.
Yeah.
All right, but even still, you can't even pick your roster.
I mean, I still got
Still-
6 more to go.
So what they're doing now, these guys, they're gonna let these guys stick.
Mhm.
Okay, this is called a new wave.
Okay.
Okay, LeBron is the last one. Him and Vince Carter is the last one standing from that old last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
Can I get my man Melo in there?
Yeah, Melo. No, and you know what? He just came back. So
came back.
yeah,
My man Melo.
I totally slipped my mind. But yes,
He got
last
the-
of the
he got-
I gotta get
Mohicans,
my boy
right?
in there.
Yeah.
Last of the Mohicans. After that, what
Yeah.
class do you go to?
I
Where
feel
do you
it.
go? What
Where you
class
at
got
it?
the most in it?
Oh,
Yeah.
So
I
you're
don't know.
pushing all the way into maybe 9, 10, 11, 12 now
That you can
Right.
name a great class.
that you can name a class.
Yeah.
All right. No, for sure.
No,
You see what I'm saying?
because they're talking about LaMelo's going to be the number one.
He will. Guess what? He deserve all that.
Yeah.
He's the best. He will be the best one on the board. And guess what? Nothing to LaMelo, but he still have a lot of growing to do as well.
Right.
You do.
So you mean
And
to tell
his
me
potential,
college, right?
Mhm.
It's kids out there that did 3-4 years in college that they're not even talking about.
Yeah.
And remember, guys, look, I played overseas, right?
Right.
Mhm.
The game is for them.
Yeah.
You understand? Like,
You want some
because we're too
champions
fast, we're
over
too
there.
strong, we're too.
Yeah.
So that's why the rules are different.
They'll rough you up.
Oh no, not even only that. You can knock the ball off the rim.
the
It's
goal-
no
yeah,
like
oh, gotcha.
yeah.
you can't. You gotta, instead of one dribble pull up, you gotta pump fake, put the ball on the ground before you dribble because it helps them catch
Recover.
up with us.
Yep.
There you
catch
go.
up. Yep.
Our one dribble pull up, we're dunking the ball.
Yeah.
We have to do this, which bounces the ball in the front of you,
Okay.
and then you take another. So you're dribbling the ball two times in one spot before you move. That's how they don't call travel.
Mm.
So they're definitely making it a little weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just different rules. That's all.
I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So you call yourself the underdog.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
I've been calling myself an underdog because I'm not even supposed to be here. And when I say I'm not supposed to be here, I was born at 4.5, 5 months. So I was very, very premature. My family brought me home in a shoebox. I weighed a pound. So I was maybe like this big, bro.
Wow.
I stayed in the hospital maybe like 6 months after. The doctor pretty much, gave my mother's mother and father pretty much you got to choose one.
Damn.
You understand? And of course, they chose my mom. So it was no way, you understand, for me to even be here without them choosing me. So that's the underdog story. That's the beginning. That starts from day one.
Yeah, that's
You understand?
literally day one.
Literally day one.
Yeah.
You understand? And like I said, I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm the first person in my family to go to college. You know what I mean? And I did it from a junior college.
Yeah.
And I'm not 7 feet tall. And I'm from Las Vegas, the city that all we do is hang out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like it was just so much things up against me that I just had to just put my back on the wall and just fight my way out.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what, guys? I've been fighting my way since day one. I'm still fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I mean, you don't stop until you stop. So at the end of the day, the grind is real.
There it is.
You pattern your game after anybody, or it's just your game, just your field?
Man, nah.
Okay,
Because-
let me dig deeper into that then.
Go ahead.
What do you think your game style is while you're answering that
Okay.
question? Are you D? You got them handles? What is
I got all of it. Like now, I think I got all of it.
Okay.
I mean, think about it, guys. Speed that's speed.
Mhm.
Quickness, that's lateral. Handles, like guess what? I'm a little guy. I'm supposed to have handles.
Right.
You know what I mean? For me, just taking no for an answer, the will, I got to be better than you.
Yeah.
You understand? Whatever you doing, I'm gonna do that much more because I got to be better than you.
Right.
Like if you running 5 miles, I got to run 10. You understand? I got to separate myself from you, and that's the reason how I got here.
Mm-hmm.
I separated myself.
Yeah.
And I had guys like even in college, they didn't understand even my teammates, and I'm sure if they was up here, they'd be like, it's crazy because we watched him do this, and instead of us joining him, we didn't. We stood on the side, hated.
Yeah.
Like, man, you ain't going to the league. What you doing? That's everybody on my team.
You doing the most.
So
like,
so you
chill
got
out.
to understand. At 13th pick, you got everybody with the bitter beer face. Like, oh my God, how did he do that? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, hard work pays off. The grind is real. You understand? It's for everybody.
That's
But
good
no,
shit.
I mean, it's real though.
Yeah,
You know,
it is real.
I mean, hard work does pay off. I mean,
True.
now you see everybody doing the Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
Guess what the Mamba mentality is, guys? Kobe
Oh,
just
it's
never
work.
took no for an answer.
Answer,
Yeah.
He
Right?
went
It's the
for it.
same thing.
And he worked hard too. though.
Working.
So
Yeah, work.
now it just started. It's 2020. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you just, man, look, you gotta, if you're gonna grind.
Right.
If you not, it's not for everybody,
It's
man.
not for everybody,
It's
man.
not for everybody.
Mm-mm.
If it was easy, everybody would do the shit. Right?
There you
Right.
go. There you go.
You had a teammate, GP. You played a year with GP, right?
Yeah, I played with him in Boston, yeah. Mm-hmm.
GP had that kind of mentality too.
Yeah,
Y'all
he
had
did.
some dogs
He
on
did.
that team, man.
Yeah.
What was that
GP was
practice
the
like?
GP was the first point guard to ever get defensive play, only guard get
Mhm.
defensive
I
player of
know.
the year, him and Mike.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
so no, he's definitely like, bro, like he definitely deserves everything he gets.
That's good shit. He's good too.
But
What was that practice?
I gave
like?
him hell every day.
Let's go.
I gave him hell
Let's
every
go.
day to the point where it was like, look, I'm not finna be wrestling with this crazy. GP used to tell Doc, hey man, look, I'm not finna be wrestling with this dude up and down the court because I didn't understand.
Right.
I'm from the era where you roll that ball out there,
We going
play
at
the
it.
best man win.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
So this is the thing. I'm picking GP up full court. He bagging me down the whole court. I wouldn't even letting him run the offense, man. It was the funniest thing.
Young fella.
No, young fella, what you doing? You can't win no more playing time if you're doing that. No, literally, they told me that before. Like, bro, look. The lineup is set. The times are set. You understand? You're not
Don't
ready
even worry
yet.
about that.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo, be cool.
Be
So it got to the
cool.
point where GP stopped practicing, so much. So they start throwing Delonte out there, every guard they can. You know what I mean? And you guys know Delonte wasn't even a point guard.
He like
So you
came
got
out
to
too.
think I gave
Yep.
him hell.
Yeah,
Like
all day, yeah.
I'm talking about, he couldn't even. I'm ripping it, like banging. Like, man, look, it wasn't a guard. if you go back to any team I played for,
Uh-huh.
every guard I played for got that fade.
There to go.
And I'm talking about they had to deal with it for an entire year. And you know what? I was really stubborn with it because they wouldn't let me play.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It depends on who your agent is and what
Yeah,
school
there's
you
a
went
lot,
to.
yeah.
It's the business
That's
part.
a lot of stuff.
It's a
you
business.
said.
Look, I was
Like
cool
you
with
said,
it.
all day.
But
it's
guess what?
business.
My plan, I was probably the highest paid cheerleader in the world. You understand? But my plan was every day in practice.
Yeah.
So you guys got to think the years that Steve Nash won MVP back to back. Do you know why?
Yeah.
And I probably had a little bit to do with it. You know what I would say? I guard him every day.
every
Yeah.
day.
So imagine if he can take the fade from me doing what nobody does.
Right.
You see, who plays defense right now? You'd be like Kawhi Leonard.
That's
He's two-way, right? Oh, give
That's
me
two-way.
somebody else.
that's it.
Okay, so go
Frank
back. Oh my gosh! You know what? Hey man, take my
No,
Shut me off.
No, we're gonna put him on a timeout.
Avery Bradley. Yeah.
okay. Hey, I like Avery Bradley. He does play D. I like Avery.
He getting
He got a will to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't even get focused after that shit. So
he love the Knicks, bro.
he loved
love
the Knicks.
I got
Trust
it.
me,
man.
I
I see
deal
you,
with
bros.
this.
I see you.
deal with this, and you
Yeah.
gotta give him credit for riding with his squad, man.
Mm.
So talk
They can't erase what we were. Flip.
Can't change who we were. Hey, so now during your time,
Mm-hmm.
you know you have spoke. I've seen just a couple of quotes kind of when it came out. You've spent time with Kobe.
Yeah.
Kind of tell us about that relationship, what Kobe meant to you, where you were, as much as you want to share too, because I know that's always tough to kind of share personal
Yeah, it's
moments,
tight.
things like that.
Well, the story that I would tell everyone is the story that I didn't know he was trying to take me under his wing at a certain time.
Damn.
Which was my second year in Boston. So what people don't know, like people that know me know, I got traded to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Okay. I got traded to the Lakers. I was there for 2 weeks. Okay. And
GP.
yeah, GP didn't take his physical, man. So of course the trade went through.
Okay.
But of course, why would you give up a young asset or whatnot if this vet or this OG don't want to take his physical? Because of course at that time you can pretty much pick to where you want to go. Like if you holding out.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much his situation until he got a conversation from like Paul and Ricky Davis and Twan. So GP went ahead and came over. But by that time, training camp had went by, this went by. So the Boston asked for me back. So they ended up getting him and I back at the same time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So do you understand that was supposed to be?
I was so pissed about that.
This is the thing, look.
bro. I was heated.
So yeah, that's
that was my. You know how young
Laker
guys
fan.
are supposed to start and be all. That was my time to shine.
Okay.
Like that was my. I've done enough. I've done my. This was my learning curve.
This is you,
right? Yeah. This is it. It's time. So they asked for me back. Granted, they just drafted Delonte.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's how much money that's wasting. That's $8 million that you wasted if you don't play him.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to think. I was lotteried a year or so before.
Right.
So this is the thing. Now you wasting that $13 million.
Mm-hmm.
So now you look at it like, okay, one of these kids got to stick. We know GP is not going to be here.
Mhm.
You understand? And he got traded to Miami at the time.
Yeah.
So it was like somebody got to stick. They chose Delonte, that's who Doc chose.
That's Doc's boy.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
Doc's guy.
So what I did was I went to Minnesota. I was like, please get me out of here. This is the thing.
And you tore it up there.
I averaged 18 and 8.
18 and 8.
All right. So
There
this
it
is the thing. Now they were talking about All-Star, this, that, right? So this is where the business comes into play. Phoenix Suns comes to my house. My dad, my mom, my agent. We're sitting down in the living room. You got D'Antoni, you got his brother, Dan D'Antoni. And they're like, hey, and at this time, they were the Golden State Warriors of the NBA.
It was that.
Yeah.
All right, before the Golden State.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
boy.
he was like, look, man, Steve is getting up there in age. He's 35. We're not trying to play him so many minutes. His body's banged up. You're the next guy in line, right? And I'm talking about like I was the next guy in line.
Sounds great.
And, man, I got 65 DMPs my first year, and I made $5.5 million a year. So, of course, I'm sitting there like it's 40 minutes in the game, 48 minutes in the game.
And
You're playing Steve 38.
Yeah.
That leaves me 10 minutes, bro.
right.
Yeah.
I just came from starting.
And now you sub minutes.
So what they wanted me to do was sit down, accept my check,
Highest paid cheerleader.
and that's why I said that. You understand? So that's what they wanted me to do in Phoenix. I had to get out of there. You understand? That's what brought me to Miami. You understand? So
Absolutely.
Miami, I spent 3 years over there. Guys, not a hater. I don't know. I gave Mario Chalmers. Could you imagine him coming when I'm 27 years old? I'm in my prime, like almost like I'm in my love.
Yeah.
This is the thing, bro. Look, don't get it misunderstood. I ran him through the mud every day on purpose.
Mm.
You know why? Mario was making $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
They still started him. I pulled my hamstring. I tore my hamstring partial.
Okay.
We played against the Knicks, right? We actually in New York.
In the garden. Yep.
And I think that set me out for maybe like a month, right? 3 weeks. I never got my job back. So imagine this, guys. Not because my game changed or I became sorry. I broke my leg and I was done. I never got my job back, and I was there 2 years later. So you'll be like, wait, it works like that? Yeah, man. It depends on who your agent is.
Yeah.
He hit a big shot in college. Guess what? I didn't even make it to the tournament because I chose UNLV.
Mm-hmm.
So you do the math. Kansas, UNLV.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So when it comes to underdog, man, I played that role even in the NBA.
Man.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, and it didn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter. Like, yo, this guy makes $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. If you killing him every day, you just doing what we got you here to do.
Right.
You're doing your job.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Wow.
So you got to become a professional, man, definitely. And, to tie that all into, the Kobe situation, he came down to Boston, and I was at the house, and, we just playing Madden. And my cousin come in like, yo, this the rack. They said Kobe wants you to come through. And, we play the Lakers, and remember, guys, I'm a competitor too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm not going through to hang out with no Kobe.
Right.
Remember, Kobe only been in the league for like 4 or 5 years before me.
Yeah.
At that time,
Yep.
right?
He had a championship or two, though.
But it's cool. It's fine.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter though. Look, we play these guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
You don't hang out with the opposing team.
And that was that era.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was that era.
That was
And
that
that's
era.
what I'm trying to get. So now I come in there, we get there. And I was like, cool, I'll go. So we walk in the door, man. He got 2 guys by the door, the front door, 2 big bouncers. Right? I'm talking about Secret Service easy. Easy. Right? So I walk in, I see him over there sitting on the couch. He kind of sitting there like, what I'm saying, with his, like this, like waiting, like he was waiting on me. Like I'm late.
Like
I'm late. Like we've been planning this for like, months, right? So I'm like, KB, what up, man? What you doing here? You like, Banks, what's up? Whatever. And then, we got to shooting. 1 game turned into 2 games turned into 3.
Oh, you don't let it
We
go
left the
on your
rack at
phone.
like 4:35 in the morning.
What?
We was in there shoot, but this is the thing, guys. Remember, they traded me to the Lakers 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
so did you guys understand what they sent Kobe down there to do?
Get you.
So so this is how it worked. So before I got drafted from here, they was watching me and my family, you understand, 2 years prior.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go back now and you look at the articles, it documented. Like Mitch was like, yo, we were sending people out there to see Marcus. 2 years, I wasn't even here yet. You see what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, man, like these kids, man, need to understand, even though it doesn't seem like you being watched.
Oh, you're always.
You're being watched.
Always.
being
Like
watched.
now, guys, look at it. The NBA is a multi-billion-dollar organization.
Right.
You don't think I'm not going to send a guy that I'm paying a couple $100,000 out there and be like, look, go check him out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure when we give him this money, he's not going to kill everybody. He's not going to kill himself. Like that's the kind of things when it comes to recruiting and things like that.
Oh, they checking in.
So
they checking on.
so they sent Kobe down there to see what kind of person I was. And guess what, guys? Obviously, I panned out and I was exactly what they thought because 2 weeks later, they traded for me.
That's crazy.
So you got me and Lamar Odom. He like, man, Banks, I knew I'd do it. So he's like, look, I got you, right? So he got me like, man, look, move next door to me. You know what I'm saying? We go to practice together every day. Like, so, like, yo, it was so crazy, man. I found a house and everything. So now look at it like this. I get back. They asked for me back. So the trade didn't go through. GP went to come and take his physical, right? So he was just being stubborn. He was going to come and take it anyway, right? You can't unless you don't want that $10 million you was making.
Right.
So he was coming to get that, right? So what happened was they asked for me back. So me and him got stuck. So it was a logjam at the position.
Damn.
You understand?
Damn.
Like it was a logjam at the position because Danny Ainge, of course, he covered his tail.
Yeah.
Look, if the trade not going to go through, at least we're going to get the guy that I'm the first person Danny Ainge drafted in the history of his whole entire thing.
Career. Yeah.
So it was like he was like, no, let me get that guy back.
Yeah.
You know, I know what I didn't get a chance in Boston. I didn't get a chance in Phoenix. Miami didn't get a chance because by then you got to think I done been through 3 teams and they wondering like, wait a minute, why ain't you all the way starting by now?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So like different guys' paths are different now, man. You know what I mean? Some guys get like Chris Paul, he went into a situation, they rolled the ball that he started from day one.
Yeah.
That's what's supposed to happen when you get drafted lottery, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Nope, not me.
It's different league.
Yep, different day, different time too.
But the business is still the business.
Oh my God, business is business all over the place, right?
For sure.
Yep.
All right. Really quick, big 3. You still gonna do that? Are you done with the big 3?
Nah, this is gonna be my last stint.
Okay.
I've been training and stuff now.
Okay.
I'm actually documenting my training, so I have a full media team gonna start tracking like my recovery, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, and it's gonna be done through the academy.
Right. Are
So
they coming
like my
in soon
team
for the Black in Sports? Was they supposed to come, or are they late?
See this guy, man. Where y'all get this guy from, man?
Absolutely. Let's go. Well, no, that's dope though.
Yeah, no,
that
that's
is
dope.
super
So
dope.
they're gonna track my progress, right?
Oh,
and like
wow.
I said, guys, look, I know I look like this, right?
Oh, there you go.
38 years old, man. Like, quit playing. I'm 38, guys.
I see that
Do
lineup.
you understand?
That lineup fresh.
Yeah,
though.
it gotta be. Gotta be. My little brother's a master barber. L Banks. You know what I mean? At L Banks.
At L Banks.
Just went to see him.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
So, hey,
But
since
yeah.
we're shouting out, you're a businessman now. Though.
Yes,
Let's talk
yes,
about that. I
absolutely.
mean, you are full-fledged. But, I
Yes.
mean, even what you were talking about, because Quan did ask a question we were going to ask about bringing UNLV back. You're talking, that's from a business perspective.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
talk about, I mean, anything business-wise that you've been doing, and definitely let's get into that MB3.
Man, I've been doing business. I pretty much tell you maybe like 2015.
Okay.
It pretty much started. I got a mentor here by the name of Jay Bloom.
Oh.
You know, real big lobbyist. Do a lot of he in the political
field in that world. Yeah.
So at that time, they wanted me to run for senator. Okay, now I can talk about it.
Nice.
Because I changed my mind. Okay. So pretty much, like I went through this process for like 3 years.
Okay.
So I was there.
Damn.
You understand? And you guys got to think I don't get in trouble. I haven't did anything wrong. So it'd have been a perfect situation. And then, of course, they wanted a little bit more of this.
The melanin.
Yeah, the melanin in the, community. And I'm the person who can make that happen. So it would have been a great situation. I would have ran and I would have been, District 8, which would be Summerlin.
Oh.
And I've been up there, which is Cimarron area and all that. So they wanted me to think about how that ties in, guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my first stint of waking me up to this business thing.
Okay.
So all of those handshakes, when I tell you I know every judge, I'm talking about it doesn't even matter. If you're doing any kind of business, any politics, anything, I've been to every single political event over the last 3 years, this, that. I know these people by name. Like, we're shaking hands, we're meeting. So you got to think, when it comes to business, political is all business.
100%.
You understand? All these guys are people who own businesses and this and that. So they pretty much walked me down the line and taught me everything when it comes to business.
Message.
So, 100%.
Because
So
if you want to do something where you need a building zone, a permit this, or
so
if you're trying to do something, somebody's going to attempt to block you if you don't know that right person. Speak on
So
it.
you have to, get those handshakes. And, Vegas is a city where the who's who's. And if you know who's who, your life can be so easy here. So guess what, guys? I've been planning this from day one. Why you think I went to UNLV?
Boom.
You understand? Like, I don't think no one really understands.
Hit it with the
because
knowledge.
For sure. It's always a happily ever after, right?
For sure.
So imagine after basketball, I knew my mother and father always told me, like, look, man, one thing you do, if you hold a city down, it'd be nothing you couldn't do here.
100%.
So here you go, guys. Look, I came here. I shedded blood and tears for UNLV. You understand? Yeah. I left, went to the NBA. 9 times out of 10, you guys just said earlier, Larry Johnson, Stacy, nobody even seen those guys' face.
Right.
You only see me every day. Every chance I get, I'm on TV. I'm talking about UNLV. What can we do to get UNLV back?
Got UNLV colors on right now.
There you go. Keep it popping. You understand? So at the end of the day, man, I'm just here to help, and I want to understand what's the disconnect. And if I'm the guy that can reconnect where they disconnected it years ago before I even got to the planet,
right?
This is the thing. Let me do that. Yeah. Because you know what? I'm still involved with the young kids.
Yep.
And I'm shaking hands. I just told you guys with all the boosters and the politicians and things like that. Well, hey guys, I'm the one that you need.
Right.
Yeah.
And not being cocky is just where I've been and what I've been doing for the last 5-6 years. You understand? So no, I do want to be involved. I do want to help. But one thing I don't do, I don't step on anybody's toes.
Okay.
That's why I created the MB3 Academy.
Yeah, let's get into that.
You know what I'm saying?
MB3. Let's get into it, man.
I mean, the MB3 Academy, it pretty much was, figured out and put on because I'm a kid from here. And if you look at it, man, tell me how many NBA players or football, NFL players came to your hood or your community, rather.
2.
Okay, guess what? I'm it. I didn't have that. So at the end of the day, the way I looked at it, like, you know what? I see what I could be for these kids.
Right.
Let me figure it out. I know they'll listen to me. I've been there. What kid won't listen to me that played basketball?
Oh, right.
Like, why wouldn't you?
Been
Like,
there, done
I
that.
can tell you how much to train. I can tell you where to go to train. I can tell you who to train with that will get you better. So at the end of the day,
You got the map.
that's the map. That's where the map. That's where the map comes into play.
That boy good.
You must be crazy. But that's where the map comes into play, man. And like I said, Vegas has a lot of talent coming out of here, right? I know we're not going to be able to get all the kids, but we got to keep a couple. At least 4. Give me 4.
4.
Give me one red shirt, a young fella. Give me a guy that's ready to go. Like, I'm talking about stepping in ready to go. And give me 2 guys that just on the cusp.
But if you think about just the high schools that we have here, you're not even asking for one from each high school. You're just saying 4.
Right.
Bro, look, let me ask you guys something. And I'm going to tell you the difference of how business and politics work and what I don't understand about it. Well, Coach Rice was the coach here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
His brother's a coach at Gorman, right?
Yep.
Okay, you tell me why every kid that's not at Gorman or Finley Prep, when that was going on,
Yeah.
Right.
why Avery Bradley didn't go to Friendly Prep? Y'all know he played for the Lakers, right? You know he's from Vegas and
From
people don't
Vegas.
even know that.
Yeah.
He went to high school in Las Vegas. It's the thing. Why ain't these kids going there?
No connection.
Oh, they the number 1 school, Gorman's this, that. But you guys are building these kids to send them to other places.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, no. So at the end of the day, MB3 Academy, come see me.
There
I got
it is.
all the local everything. I'm going to make sure all these local kids, I don't even care if you out of town. If you come out of town, I'm going to funnel you to UNLV. Better yet, if you don't got the grades, if UNLV is not even on your caliber, I'm going to send you to the school that's turning D1. Dixie's turning D1 this year.
I heard that. Yeah.
No, Division 1.
That's
I
crazy.
heard that.
So this is the thing. It's two places. One is down the street and one is down the street.
Yeah.
So you tell me which rebel you want to be.
There it is.
So and that's just what it is, man. Like that's what it is. We got to get these kids here, man.
So tell me about the academy. Like, how can they get, into it? What's the goal for it? How is it a selection process? Or?
Yeah. This is the thing. As far as the academy, and I'm doing a couple different things in the city, a couple different partnerships and stuff like that. As far as the academy, I think I'm maybe taking 100 kids. This is not for everybody. This is for the kids who think they're elite, and for the parents who have the time, and the people who's willing to put in that grind
and that commitment, right?
Period.
Because how long will that training be?
What's
the setup be like?
I'm taking, so pretty much I'll take 100 kids.
Okay.
And I set them up a program, strength and conditioning,
Age
recovery.
ranges?
Age ranges probably like 5th grade through 8th grade, or maybe 4th through 8th. But either way, I'm trying to target the age group of the kids before they get hard headed.
Yeah.
And once you get in high school,
Before you know everything.
9th grade, you cannot tell a kid nothing, right? Because my parents can tell me nothing, right?
For sure.
So I already know, what I'm saying, the disconnect or whatever. So I looked at it like I catch these kids when they're young, when they're sponges.
Dope.
You understand? And I can drill into the kids, what I want them to take on to them into high school. So what the academy is a one-stop shop. So if you're looking at strength and conditioning, you're looking at food and nutrition, you're looking at like wellness and recovery, like literally I got it all in the gym.
Dope.
Full medical staff, all that. So it's a one-stop shop. So you would send your kid here, say your kid start everything at 9 in the morning. He'll be done by 2 o'clock with everything. I got 2 tutors and teachers on deck. You understand? We partnered up with Distant Learning, Academica. I'm not sure if you guys know Academica. So all the kids are going to homeschool.
Yeah.
So this is the new thing, because think about it. Vegas is last in schooling.
Yeah.
Right? So this is the movement that I'm trying to create and push forward. You understand? Like if it's 49th or 50th in schooling, well, what are we doing? We got 70 schools out here. So this is the thing. I put together a nice team, right? And we're creating this like a charter school type of a situation.
Oh, facts.
So it's like distant learning. You homeschool kids. You're gonna come there, meal prep, this, that, everything. When I say one-stop shop, it's nothing that we're leaving out. Okay. You be done by 2 or 3 o'clock. So how much time you got to hang out with mom and dad and do family stuff?
Well, when they get off work, but you got a lot of time. Though.
But you got from 2 o'clock until homework is done. 9 times out of 10, these kids are finishing homework right before they go to bed.
Yep.
So listen, I was one of those kids. That's why I'm creating a completely different program and structure so I could teach these kids how to be professionals.
That's beautiful.
So imagine kids don't get to be a professional or get to that level until they get to college, right?
Right.
I'm giving 5th graders this.
Damn.
6th, 7th graders. So imagine how sharp
mentally
your kid will be if they attend the MB3 Academy.
And giving them a trade too, man.
Oh no, absolutely. And this is the thing: the classes or the curriculum, it's not going to be your regular English 1, English 2. No. We're doing things like, as in we were talking earlier about the athletes going broke, right? We're going to put financial literacy in there.
Yeah.
So that's
big time.
Think about it, guys. Like I want you to learn how to handle your money.
Facts.
You understand? If you don't know what's going on in your
As
finance,
an athlete,
bro, I'm telling you, I'm turning over a whole new leaf. So anybody who wants to be a part, look, and I'm not selfish. You understand? Come be a part of it. At least let me explain it to you. Let my team talk to you guys about it. And we could get something done. Like I said, man, I just want these kids to stay here, and I want to produce something amazing for UNLV.
That's fantastic.
You know what I mean?
So how's that been received so far, man?
You know what?
You've been down the road with this.
I'm about 8 to 12 weeks out of being finished building.
Oh.
Like my building will be up. That's one. It's on 215 in Buffalo.
Oh, so you started from scratch building.
What?
Yes.
What? When I tell you, man, we just got done painting. You know what I'm saying? We just got done painting, and like we're having like little like walkthroughs and stuff. So like for the parent, like just for people that's really, really serious and things like that, because it's definitely going to be amazing, man. And not even only that, I got
awesome.
introduced. Somebody wants me to do a school here. So the same thing that LeBron did.
Yeah.
So now
The promise, huh?
what I'm doing now is not even big enough, guys. So I just had a couple of meetings today, and this I might have. I'm gonna have a school coming soon.
I like that.
School.
I'm gonna have it.
So and it's
We got a
definitely
hand
gonna
clap
be.
right there. That's a hand clap.
It'll be a part of, like
So-
I said, man. It's for the a lot of the kids who can't make it.
So
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have grants and stuff for
that's
the
what I
for
was
the
gonna ask. So there's
yeah,
gonna be
no,
a
for
grant
sure. We're gonna
program.
have grants and scholarships for a lot of the elite kids who parents can't make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're helping out everyone. It's not just for guys who can pay. It's not for guys who just can. I'm gonna make sure no one's left behind. You understand? Because I'm the first person born and raised to come out, make it to the NBA from Las Vegas. Well, how? You know what I mean? Like when it's this many kids, that's elite kids, they're leaving and going to other places. They just going to the league from other places.
Yeah.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, big
Right.
time.
So at the end of the day, I'm going to create a situation, and we're creating that situation as we speak to keep these kids here, because we're going to have enough things for the parents to do. You understand? We want more parents to be a part of it.
So like
Right.
workshops
Don't just look
and stuff like that.
All
right?
that. So that's what we're doing. So when we're training the kids, say the kids are on the court for an hour,
Okay.
the parents, I want you to bring your mom, your dad, because I want them to come to orientation, and I'm going to explain to the parent as well as to the
lead
student
child.
or the
Yeah,
player
yeah.
Yeah.
exactly what your workout is going to be, what your life is going to be for the next 8 months.
Okay.
You understand? And guess what? Both of you guys got to sign off on it.
Dope.
Yeah.
So this is definitely like I'm walking these kids through the door, man.
Let's go.
You are.
Let's
Yep.
go.
That's
Yep.
big time, man.
Now, are you going to have anything for the parents as far as the process for the next step? Because I
Mhm.
know I was the first in my, family to go to college
Yes.
and like recruiting trips.
Mm-hmm.
Why should I sign somewhere?
Clearinghouse.
Clearinghouse.
Yeah.
This is the thing,
Grant,
guys.
That's like something that parents need to
I'm
help.
what I'm gonna do. I tell you what, I'm gonna do everything.
It
Everything I went through and I done by myself. This is the thing. I will not let these parents go through blind again, because it
Nice.
was really, really tough on me and my family. Choosing a school, choosing an agent, choosing this, doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh no,
damn.
it was one of the hardest things in the world. Could you
Yeah.
imagine 6 guys at the table? Like, look,
I'll promise you the world.
we'll give you whatever you want. And this is the thing. Everyone got a credit for you.
Right.
So I'm talking about, I had agents like, look, I got $5 million right now. You can put in your pocket before I even play one game. Like I had just left UNLV. Like, look, we already know you're gonna get drafted.
Right.
So this is the thing. I know you need money right now. You understand? Guess what I didn't do? I didn't take a
Take that
dollar.
damn money.
I didn't take a dollar. You understand? I waited to get my own money,
Yeah.
do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Smart man.
Man, so that was amazing. So this is a part of the show we call the assist. All right. This is
Mhm.
you've been dropping nuggets and jewels all
I
day.
have.
All right. But kind of a parting message that you want to leave for the listeners, man. Something maybe a quote you live by or something you would tell your younger self. Dropping the jewel.
if it was a quote I live by, it's been something that stuck with me since I was a little boy. My father, always told me nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream. So
Let me hold on. Let me write that down. Let me.
I mean,
Boy.
Give me that again. Give me that again.
nah, I ain't gonna say it
Give me
again,
that-
man.
give
Go
me
back
that
now.
again.
You gotta
Give
go
me
back on.
Nah,
Nah,
give me that
You
again.
gotta
Give me
listen
that
to the
again.
replay,
All right.
man. You
All
gotta
right,
listen to
so
the
so this
replay.
I'm gonna bring with all the.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my father. You know what I mean? You see how you gotta put it in
bring
there.
back.
Yeah.
You know, my father.
Time, so you got to come back with the whole.
Check. So, I was a little boy growing up. And,
Yeah,
and my father, one day we was out, shooting hoops and, little things like that, father son stuff. And he told me something that stuck with me, guys. And it was more along the lines of nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream. And you know how you hear guys right now say, stay woke?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how that tie in.
Do we have bombs? Oh,
And chill, man. Look, I'm not gonna be giving y'all all my little
All the
love,
tools,
man.
all the
You know what I mean? Be
tools.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm be
hey.
trying to use my stuff,
right.
man.
You got to check into the academy for more. You know what I'm saying? To
Yeah.
get that map, baby. To
Yeah.
get that map.
Yeah, you got to go follow the map for sure, man. The map is leading people, man, in the right direction.
No.
And like I said, I don't know it all.
Right.
I don't have this thing figured out. I'm still growing as a person, as a father, You know what I mean? Like all these different things, man. Only thing I'm trying to do is just give these kids a different outlet. Give them something that we didn't have growing up, and you know, just let them figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But with other options rather than
only one way.
There you go.
Or a wall. That's beautiful.
I mean, you touched on two things I've got from this show, man. Education, you educated yourself.
For sure.
And then work. You got to put in the work.
Yep.
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
Well, there it is, man. Anything else you want to leave us off with, man?
Man, look, go follow me, man, on my Instagram. You know, Mbanks Official, Mbanks 3 _. Of course, on Facebook, Mbanks 3 on Twitter. Yeah, man, that's it, man. Come holler at me, man. Also, we're doing free trainings at Las Vegas Basketball Center, which is over there by Cimarron. It's the new facility.
Am I too old?
Yeah, man, I'm rocking with the kids now, man. I'm gonna tell you that now. I'm rocking only with the kids, man.
Trying to get my triple threat game.
No, come through. Look, definitely come through. We're doing it on Tuesday and Thursday.
I feel it.
It's from 4 to like 8, and like I said, I'm doing orientation for the parents. While your kid is out there getting to work, you know, the parents will be, you know, in a classroom.
Yep.
You know, jotting down notes and stuff like that. Getting a full what MB3 is about. And like I said, man, I put together an amazing team, you know, me and my partner Jesse. And like when I say, man, it's just the coolest thing. You know, everyone's a superstar. And when I say everyone's a superstar, they're a superstar in their own role.
There it is.
You know what I mean? So no one steps on each other's toes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like we work together. You know, if you have an idea, guess what? We're not shutting it down. We're a team. That's the only way you can win a championship if a team comes together.
Right.
It's about the journey and, you know, like I said, man, memories. And that's what we're trying to, you know, accomplish, you know.
Forget try, man. You doing it, man.
You doing
all
it,
love, man. I appreciate that.
Let's get it.
Love.
All right, man. Well, hey, I want to thank our guest, you know, MB3, Mr. Banks in the house, man. He definitely blessed us with some
94
knowledge.
feet.
Right there.
Right there, man.
Uh-huh.
Hey, and I want to thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. You know, for more content, you can follow us on Black in Sports on everything. So YouTube, IG, Twitter, and Facebook. We keep it simple, Black in Sports. We will be putting all Mr. Banks' information in on the show notes so you can get updates. So follow us on there so that you can see the free camps and all of that good stuff. And just remember, we are now on iTunes, Spotify.
What?
Yeah, we got the whole thing. So we getting you distribution, man. You're gonna be out there.
Let me get that love, man. Man, since you give me all that love, man, go to my website, man.
Hey, we're gonna put the website up there too.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have
all
all
that on
that
there, man. All that. That's love, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Y'all know, man. I come back anytime, man, to hang out with y'all, man.
Hey, so we're gonna have some after the show stuff with M Banks too. You know, we're gonna get them going.
Hey, man, I'm with. Hey, listen, show. This is it. I'm gonna see y'all in a minute. Okay,
there it is, man. And just know, man, no matter what, man, we're rooting for you all.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Screaming, all us blacks got is sports and entertainment until we even.
Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yeah. Yeah. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yo. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Spent about 2 racks on handmade new rags. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. That's everybody from sports to college class to rap.